Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be channeling some messages from your spirit guides. I am going to be looking at some guidance that you need to hear at this moment of time. What do you need to maybe focus on? What do you need to work through? We have three piles. Pile number 1 is blue aventurine, pile number 2 is amethyst, and pile number 3 is orange calcite. If you struggle to choose, if you struggle to pick a pile, maybe close your eyes and see what stone, number, or color pops up to your mind. And with this said, let's start with pile number 1. Welcome, pile number 1. Your stone is blue aventurine, and your spirit guides, your animal spirit guides are gorilla, honeybee, and mountain goat. So let's begin with the first card with gorilla. So take the time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. Yeah, so with these cards here, I feel like there is some sort of conflict or disagreement between you and your loved one. And this could be a family member, your child, your parent, your partner, your husband, your wife, or it could be someone you are dating or a very close friend. And this card suggests that the key to these conflicts resolution or to the improvement of the relationship is to have a conversation, yeah? And to kind of actively listen to what the other person have to say. So take the time to initiate this conversation. Maybe start with some superficial topics and then move into, into deeper personal themes, yeah? But really focusing on what the other person has to say. Yeah, so try to avoid, like jumping in, try to avoid, arguing or, rolling your eyes when the other person talk. Really show them that you are interested in what they have to say. Yeah, this is the way that you can really create a lasting, loving relationship. Yeah? So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to initiate some, deep conversation. Maybe you are someone who avoids conflicts. Maybe you are afraid of conflicts. Maybe you come from a family where you couldn't kind of stand up for yourself and talk or express what you have on your heart. Maybe your parent was very, dominant. And you struggle with that. So learn how to stand up for yourself, but also how to really attentively listen to the other person. Yeah, with the honeybee card here, we have let the compassion and forgiveness be your top priority in this situation. Yeah. So what is compassion? Yeah, compassion is the ability to, feel with the other person, feel their sorrow and suffering, yet kind of remain detached. Don't take their issue too personally. Also, I would like to say, when relating to other people, when listening to them, to their problems and issues, maybe, avoid any codependency habits of, really jumping into like problem solving approach, giving the other person advice, what they should do, how they should think. No, really like listen without without needing to jump in and rescue the other person. And then forgiveness. Yeah. Sometimes we may have a lot of judgments and criticism for the other person. Yeah. But really think of 2 or 3 specific criticisms that you have about this person. Yeah. Maybe it's like, oh, they are selfish, they are cold, they are distant, they are avoidant. And then, find a quiet place, connect with yourself, and look for that part in yourself. Yeah? For that part that it's exactly like the person you are judging. Yeah, and this may be a very prominent part of yourself, or it can be a small aspect, but it's most likely that you will identify this aspect in yourself as well. And that will help you, to forgive the other person for the way they behave, because it's most likely that at some point in your life, you have behaved the same way. Yeah. And this is the key to kind of, resolving any tension, issues, or disagreement with the other person. Once you kind of change your perspective and your attitude, the person's attitude will change as well. Yeah. Maybe they too will be able to let go of their judgments and criticism. Yeah. And we have a mountain goat here. There is something out of balance in your life, so do whatever you need to correct it. Yeah, and this may relate like to your body. Yeah, maybe you need to see some, like holistic therapist or something like that. Yeah, maybe there is something out of balance physically, but it could also relate to something, like the polarities of work and rest, work and play, of being social, but also solitude, giving and receiving in relationships. Yeah, and because we are talking about relationships here, it could be the balance of giving and receiving. Yeah, are you too giving? It could also talk about communication, where you are, kind of those polarities of being the talker and being the listener. Like, what are you in relationship? What are you in communication? In conversations, are you the talker or are you the listener? It's important to find a balance between these two, but also, as I was saying there, balance of giving and receiving. Yeah, so don't give too much, but also don't be the taker. Yeah, and let's get you one more card from this deck. Let's get you one more animal spirit guide. And we have, manatee. Accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it. Interesting. Yeah. Also, maybe accept yourself and the other person the way they are. Sometimes we want to change others. Sometimes we want to, as I said, save or rescue others. We want them to be smarter, wiser, or different. But, a key to healthy relationship is to accept the other person as they are. And I'm not saying to, accept bad treatment or accept disrespect from other person. No, definitely set boundaries, but also try to learn, accepting others, taking them for who they are. There is a reason why they are the way they are. Maybe it's their traumas, their upbringing. Yeah, and when it comes to situations or when it comes to like life situations, sometimes we resist what it is. We fight it. We want our life to be different. We want, different circumstances happening in our life. And sometimes the key is accepting a certain chapter of our life, certain period, accepting that sometimes things are not working for us the way we would want to be, that there is also a struggle to life, not only, good times. Yeah, and I feel drawn to this deck, so let's see. So what else does pile number 1 need to hear? Interesting. Speak your truth and let the other person to speak their truth, but also this card talks about you. So once you hear the other perspective on a conflict or on a situation, then it's time to speak your own truth without fear of how the other person is gonna take it. So really express what you have on your heart. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. As I was saying there, maybe you are someone who has grown up in a background, in a family where where standing up for yourself was discouraged, or where a parent was dominant, or they were sometimes aggressive, So it's hard to maybe speak your truth and stand up for yourself. But this card is telling you, if you want to have a healthy relationships with others, you need to learn how to speak your truth in a calm way. Sometimes you may be the one who can be very, aggressive in the way you speak, but it's time to learn how to speak your truth in a calm way. So maybe pause, really take that pause before you speak. Maybe say to the other person, I need to go to a bathroom, and then take those deep breaths before you respond or before you share your perspective on a situation. Yeah. In order to avoid that, like heated arguments. So I feel like this reading is really about assertivity, about communication, something that you really have to learn. Yeah, this is a learning experience. So if you are kind of like, why I have this conflict in my life, why I am going through this situation, why I have to be, going through these issues, this is a learning experience for you to learn assertivity, to learn healthy communication with other people. Yeah, again, pause. Yeah, pause before you respond. Learn, learn the art of pausing before you respond to other person. And this may also relate to, your children. Maybe you have an issue with upbringing. Maybe you are judging yourself harshly for, reacting to how your children behave. Maybe you are always the angry one, or maybe you raise your voice and you want to, stop acting this way. Then pausing is the key. Yeah. Kind of withdraw from the situation for a while. Again, as I said, go to a bathroom, or take a minute before you respond to the other person. We have forgiveness again. So a lot of repeating themes in this reading. forgiveness, compassion, speaking your truth, listening to the other person, pausing. Yeah. And let's get one additional card here. So let's get just one more card. Ugh. Higher education, interesting, educating yourself, reading, sometimes all you need is to read a book, or sometimes all you need is to Google healthy communication, assertivity, a parenting book or something like that, or a book about forgiveness, a video about forgiveness. Yeah. So educate yourself. You also have sign from above. So you are receiving some signs from your spirit guides. All you need to do is to pay closer attention. Yeah, pile number 1. So this was your guidance, your messages the messages from your spirit guides. If it was helpful, make sure to like the video, comment, share, and subscribe if you would like to receive more readings like this. So thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best. Welcome pile number 2. Your stone is amethyst, and your animal spirit guides are elk, peacock, and polar bear. So very interesting reading, because when I look at the illustration, I have stand tall, stand out, and stand up. Yeah. And this makes me believe that you, pile number 2, are someone who, struggle to stand up for themselves. Someone who struggles to stand out, someone who struggles to set and maintain boundaries in relationships. Yeah. So let's look at the first card. Stand tall and maintain your dignity, no matter what, and others will treat you with the respect that you deserve. Yeah. So the more you respect yourself, the more other people will respect you. Yeah. And you can even affect how other people perceive you and respect you by, adjusting your posture and your movement. So this card is really encouraging you, like when you are asserting yourself, or when you are setting and speaking your boundaries, to really stand tall. Try to relax as much as possible. Maybe take some time before you having this important conversation, and really ground yourself. Breathe deeply. And then, when you are having this important conversation, make sure that, you pull your shoulders back, that you straighten your back, that you plant your feet firmly on the ground, that you maintain good eye contact. This is important. And I feel like many people struggle with that. Yeah, many people will, look around in the room, at the room, rather than, facing the other person and looking straight into their eyes. But I feel like this is important. Maybe also try to slow down, maybe move like at 90% of your usual speed, and try to stay present as much as possible when you are asserting yourself. You really can make a lot of impact on others, when you are really in this physical strength and fullness. Yeah. So these can really, help you profoundly in situations which require like a self-respect and dignity. I feel like some of you may be attending some event here, or there may be important situation coming up for you. Maybe you are kind of planning to assert yourself with somebody, maybe with your employer, maybe with your lover or partner. So these are some, tips that you can do. These are some, easy, maybe easy ways to, kind of demand more respect from others. Yeah, so be courageous. With the peacock card here, let yourself stand out and be noticed. Again, I feel like you are someone who often take these, like passive roles in relationships. Maybe you let other people to decide for you. Yeah, maybe you are really playing it small. Maybe you even have an issue with authority figures stemming from your childhood, from your upbringing. Maybe that's something you would like to, explore more deeply. So maybe educate yourself, do some Google search on, fear of authority figures. So, also this card is saying maybe over the years throughout your life, you kind of put on these masks or facades that, have protected you over the years. Yeah. But there is more of you to express to the world, and you are ready. Yeah, you are ready to stop playing it small, stop playing it safe, and let other people to get to know the real and vulnerable you. Yeah. So don't remain in the background anymore. Yeah, don't be the passive victim of life and of your circumstances. Yeah, and people may criticize you and judge you once you start asserting yourself, once you start standing up for yourself, for your needs, for what you need, for what you believe. Yeah, but do it anyway. Yeah, so shed any shame and guilt. Yeah. Maybe, you can also do some other easy, things to feel good about yourself. Maybe invest in some clothing, or or into your self-image so you feel more confident. Yeah, so sometimes like these subtle changes can make a great difference. Yeah. Oh, sorry. We have a polar bear here. Again, funny, crazy how each card, how the cards resonates. So stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately, with no attachment to outcome. So speak your truth without a fear how the other person will react. Again, some of you may be like conflict phobics. Some of you may have a fear of standing up for yourself, speaking your truth. Maybe your parent was, highly reactive. Maybe they reacted aggressively when you kind of try to assert yourself, and you have, maybe even unconscious fears of, standing up for yourself. So, yeah, don't fear anymore how the person will react. Yeah, and I also would like to say, stop, judging yourself. Maybe you often don't want to rock the boat in relationships. Again, you prefer to, play it safe. Maybe you are even fearful of abandonment, that the other person will leave you if you assert yourself or if you set some boundaries. Yeah, you maybe are afraid that some relationships will dissolve, and most likely they will. The wrong relationship, the relationship that are not good for you will maybe dissolve. But that's absolutely okay. Yeah, so don't be afraid to say no to requests or demands. Yeah, respect your boundaries and other people will then respect your boundaries and they will possibly test them. Yeah, and if they do test those limits that you have set, again, stand your ground, be clear, don't apologize, and stay committed to the boundaries that you have set it. And there may be a need, like for a consequences that, if the other person won't accept and won't respect your boundaries, that you will end the relationship. Yeah? Let's get you one more spirit guide here. We have Weasel. Be silent, pay attention, and simply observe with your eyes, ears, and physical feelings what's happening inside and all around you. And this is very interesting card because, even though, it's important to set boundaries with people we love and people we deem like worthy, but there are other people with whom, even though we set boundaries and limits, they still won't respect that. And this card is also encouraging you to kind of connect with your body, pay attention to, to your feelings, pay attention to what you see and what's happening around you, because you may feel the other person's true intention if you are just more observant. Also to your body, because sometimes you may feel this strong sensation in your body, this strong energy around you when you are dealing with someone, and take it as a red flag. Take it as a red flag that some people are just not worth setting boundaries with. Yeah, some people's or some relationships are better to be, dissolved or ended. So don't be afraid to end relationships as well. Yeah, because that's also a way of setting boundaries. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, we have face your problems head on with confidence and courage, and you will emerge victorious. Again, facing those fears and, being confident and courageous. Yeah, overcome that fear. I feel drawn to this deck. So what else does pile number 2 need to hear? Yeah, open up to change. Yeah, open up to change. Open up to changes in yourself, Nothing is set in stone, even though you have been in that passive role for your whole life. It's never too late to kind of turn the tables and to start being a person who demands respect, someone who is able to be assertive. We have go for it. Yeah, go for it with confidence and courage. As I say, there may be an important conversation or a situation. Maybe it's something that you are still, thinking of doing. You still haven't decided if to have that conversation or not. The message here is go for it. Yeah, do it. Do it. You need to do it. Take inspired action. So maybe if that's something really difficult for you, take that time to prepare yourself for that. First of all, educate yourself. You may start practicing with people with whom you think it's more easy to assert yourself. Yeah, you don't have to go big straight away. So you can, start practicing by taking small steps, but also by adjusting your body posture, but also, grounding yourself, getting more present, more calm, more relaxed. Because if we are stressed and then we are kind of presented with situation, it's easy to doubt ourselves. It's easy to kind of lose it. So yeah, take the time. If you need preparation, yeah, step into your power. You are a powerful being. You can ask for help. You can ask your help from your spirit guides, from your guardian angels. Yeah, whatever you believe in, God, Buddha. Yeah, so it's completely up to you, but don't be afraid to ask for help. And we also have forgive here. So I feel like there are some, negative feelings that you already have about this person or situation. Don't let it affect your overall energy or how you assert yourself with the other person. So try to kind of forgive the person first. Maybe try to look from their perspective, or maybe see that what you judge about the other person, see if maybe that's something you also did in the past, or maybe you behaved that way in the past that may help you to forgive. But again, don't let yourself get affected by any past strong emotion toward the person or situation when you are asserting yourself, when you are having some important conversation. Come into it in a neutral way. Yeah, and we also have be real. Yeah, be real, be you. Yeah. So even though I suggest you kind of adjust, your energy or your appearance or, the way you present yourself, still take it real. Be real. Don't pretend to be someone else. So pile number 2, this was your reading. I hope it helped you. I hope you received some guidance you needed at this moment of time. If you did, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you would like to support me, if you would like to receive more readings like this. So thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best. Welcome pile number 3. Your stone is orange calcite, and your animal spirit guides are goose, unicorn, and panda. Yeah, so let's start with the first card. And with the unicorn card here as well, I feel like pile number 3, what you need at this moment of time is to reconnect with this playful, flowing part of yourself, to reconnect with your femininity, with your feminine energy. I feel like maybe life has been kind of tough and stressful in recent times, maybe you have been really in your masculine energy. I feel like there was a lot of mental energy. Yeah, you were working hard, maybe mentally. Yeah, so your life have been centered around productivity and, you know, attending to the tasks and demands of life. But now you are encouraged to reconnect with your feminine energy, with your femininity. And, feminine energy, femininity isn't only about, like treating yourself, dressing up and, putting on some makeup. It's also, it's an approach to life as well. And here with this card, you are encouraged to express yourself through rhythm and movement. So music and dance. Yeah. So being more playful. Maybe you are someone who loves dancing. And that's the thing. That's the thing you need to do at this moment of time. It doesn't have to be like going out for a party. You can dance, with your children. You can dance by yourself in your living room, or any sacred space that you have created for yourself. But some of you may have like past lives when you were a musician. Maybe you played some instrument. Yes, so which instrument is kind of calling to you? Yeah, it's time to give some time, dedicate some time to playing music, listening music, to really bring some lightheartedness into your life. Yeah, because really rhythm and movement are powerful ways to kind of draw out some sensual energy. Yeah, it's a sensual expression. Yeah, so by allowing yourself to surrender to these rhythms, yeah, you connect more deeply to your body. Yeah, maybe you have been kind of disconnected from your body, from what you feel. It is also a powerful way to express your feelings and emotions, either by playing some music or dancing, moving. Yeah, if you have been, like passive in the last couple of days of weeks, if you have been spending a lot of time indoors, sitting, it's time to, get your body moving, exercise. Yeah, do some yoga, go out for a walk, go out for a run, for jogging. Yeah. The unicorn, a beautiful card here. Again, I feel like it resonates so much with the first card here. Yeah, indulge your creative and imaginative and magical side through some form of artistic expression. Again, creativity, art, another way how to connect with your femininity. Yeah, because femininity is all about creativity and artistic expression. So again, which one is calling to you? Yeah, there was some emphasis on music and dance, but it could be anything. Yeah, it could be drawing, painting, craft. Yeah, whatever feels best for you. Yeah, or whatever you have been always drawn to. Yeah. And this can be a one-time pursuit. It can even turn into a hobby and even into something you will receive compensation for. But never do it because of money. Yeah, you need to start bring some playfulness and hobby into your life, regardless if this is ever gonna bring you some rewards or money. Because there are people who start or who kind of start being creative just because they see some kind of compensation for that in the future, or maybe even a fame or something like that. Yeah. So if you are uncertain about what hobby, what passion, what artistic expression, take some time to maybe reconnect with your inner child. Maybe think what you have been drawn to, or even how did you creatively express yourself when you were a child? Yeah, what did you like to do? Yeah. And maybe observe children, how innocently and imaginatively they play in their world. Yeah. So connect with that magical child who is inside you. And interesting card here, Panda. Create a sacred space for yourself in your home or place of work. Yes, so here, Panda wants you to find a sacred space, if possible, where you could creatively express yourself. And not only that, maybe a space where you could kind of retreat for inspiration or for meditation, for connecting with yourself, a place which is, like a place just for you. Yeah. A place where you are going to be uninterrupted by other people. Yeah. And I know this may be very hard for some of you who may be living in a 1-bedroom apartment with other people who are sharing accommodation. Yeah. But try to get a bit creative about that as well. It can be just a small corner where you withdrawn and you create it and decorate it in the way that you like. Yeah. Let's get you one more animal spirit guide. So what else does pile number 3 need to hear? Oops. You have Meerkat. Get support from a trusted group of like-minded friends. Interesting. So, yeah, maybe it's time to connect with a group of like-minded people. Maybe you already are a part of group of like-minded friends who maybe like to indulge in some type of creative expression. If not, maybe it's time to meet these people, maybe attend a workshop or attend a course or something like that, where you can connect with people who share the same purpose or same hobby, or who wants to get playful as well. Yeah. This is a time of good fortune and abundance, so be willing to receive all good things in your life. So good times are ahead. I feel drawn to this deck. We have a leadership, so it's time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. Interesting. Spread your wings. Don't hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. So this is a time for new endeavors, a time for new opportunities, time of getting out of your comfort zone. Yeah. And the timing is perfect for that right now. Yeah. I feel like the circumstances, maybe it's the circumstances or your time schedule, or yeah, that kind of allows you for this getting out of your comfort zone. Yeah. Oh, exactly. Outdoors. That's what I was saying there. Maybe you are spending too much time indoors. Yeah, too much time. Uh, too much time in a sitting position. Go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and get new creative ideas. Yeah, so it's important to, get inspired. And those sacred spaces, either at home or outside, are a good way. Yeah, so again, back to here, back to the panda. Yeah, if you don't have a space at home, if you don't have an opportunity to create this sacred space for yourself at home, maybe find a sacred space outside. Yeah, maybe somewhere near a river, near a stream. Yeah, on the mountain. Yes, something that is both close to you, so you can withdraw that regularly, and something that, brings you these feelings of peace. We have gifts from God. Yeah, we angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive again. Yeah, it was said before. You need to open your arms to receiving. Yeah, if you are the giver, even more important to, yeah. And again, feminine energy is all about receiving. Yeah, so reconnecting with your feminine side will help you to get into this receptive and receiving energy. Yeah. We have breathed. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. So some type of mindfulness is needed here as well. But again, when I was talking there about that receiving feminine energy, that will allow you to receive these gifts, because I feel like there is a lot of abundance in store for you, but at the moment you are struggling to receive that because you are being too busy, too stressed, and too much in your masculine energy. And let's get one more additional card there. Patience. Yeah, this card really talks about enjoying every period of your life, even that uncertain period, even that period of search for purpose. So your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. So pile number 3, this was your reading. I hope it helped you. I hope you received some guidance you needed at this moment of time. If it did, make sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe if you would like to receive more readings like this. I wish you all the best and thank you for watching. Bye.